At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Push it real good!
At GNC, nutrition's not a department, it's a whole freaking store. Get better fuel for bigger gains to sculpt that revenge body and have you feeling like you're ready to push it. GNC spent 90 years perfecting nutrition and protein that literally taste like cake so you can look like cake. You got goals, we've got results. It's GNC, baby.
You see too.
Visit your GNC or GNC.com.
This is Optimal Living Daily, How to Take Action Consistently by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your host and narrator. And we're going to get right to it as we optimize your life. How to Take Action Consistently by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. With respect to goals, projects, and other to-do items, it's easy to get stuck too long in the thinking and planning phase. You can sit around writing and rewriting your goals, delving into your subconscious mind, working through emotional blocks, summoning the power of Thor, or whatever. But if you don't eventually get into action, you're wasting your time. How can you get into a sustainable mode of direct action without feeling like you have to torture yourself to get moving? What can you do to cross the barrier between merely thinking about what you want and actually making it happen with your own two hands? Here's a simple technique I use. This has worked very well for me when I've applied it. It usually takes only 5 to 10 minutes. Thought waves. Imagine your thoughts as energy waves that radiate out into the cosmos and then reflect back to you. If your thoughts are chaotic, the waves will interfere with each other, so you probably won't even notice them. But if you put a lot of energy into a single coherent thought, the reflected wave will be strong enough that you'll feel it in your body. At this point, you can actually surf the wave. And when you're surfing your own reflected thought waves, you're in a state of direct action, but it feels effortless. Instead of pushing yourself to act, you're riding a wave of energy that is actually pushing you. It isn't difficult to create a strong thought wave and then ride it. You do this all the time whenever a powerful thought takes hold of you. For example, when you become really angry, it can be harder to stop yourself than to ride that anger into action. Or when you get a song stuck in your head, you may have a hard time preventing yourself from singing it out loud. You can also create these thought waves consciously and deliberately. Then you can ride their energy to complete many tasks very quickly. And you'll enjoy it too. How to create and ride thought waves. Sit quietly in a place where you won't be distracted. Take a few deep breaths to clear your mind. Now identify whatever goal you'd like to work on. Maybe it's something simple like organizing your workspace or writing a school paper. Or it could be something more complicated like creating a website for a new online business, moving to a new city, or doubling your income. All you need is a clear, specific, measurable goal, but you don't need a plan of action at this point. Now just sit and think about what you want. Imagine this goal becoming real. Let yourself daydream, but try to stay conscious as you do it. Explore the goal in your mind. Think about it actually happening, but don't physically try to do anything yourself yet. For example, if your goal is to switch to a new career, then imagine yourself in that new career right now. Think about what it would be like to actually do that kind of work. Picture yourself doing the work and enjoying it. See the people you're working with and hold imaginary conversations with them. Usually within 5 to 10 minutes, these positive thoughts build up so much energy in my body that I'm itching to do something. At first, it feels good just to think about the goal, but eventually I start to feel a tension to get into motion. I can feel the thought energy reflecting back to me. Now it's time to pull out the virtual surfboard and catch the wave. Within a few minutes, you should be noticing different physical sensations in your body if your goal is attractive enough to you. Extra blood may even be flowing to your brain and muscles, preparing you for action. Once you start feeling that positive tension in your body, stop and ask yourself this question. What can I do right now to make this goal a reality? As you ask this question, hold the expectation that the answer will be something simple that can be done in 30 minutes or less. Whatever reasonable answer pops into your head, accept it and act on it immediately. At this point, you should find it very easy to take action. It'd be harder to procrastinate. Now you've caught the energy wave. The next trick is to ride it as far as you can before it eventually dissipates. Get that simple task done as quickly as you can. Sometimes you'll flow effortlessly into another task. But if you don't know what to do next, that's no problem. Just stop again and ask yourself, what can I do right now to make this goal a reality? Accept whatever idea comes to you next and get it done. Keep repeating this question and taking action for as long as you can. I'll usually go about 2 to 4 hours without a break, sometimes much longer. In this state, I can quickly plow through many different tasks, and it feels good too. It may take a little practice to build up the energy in your body and then release it gradually. Your ability to use this technique will surely improve over time. I often use this process when writing new articles. I focus on the goal, swirl it around in my mind, and build up the energy for a few minutes. Then when I can't remain still any longer, I ride the resulting wave and let my fingers start typing. Give this simple technique a try and allow your own thought waves to drive you into action. You just listened to the post titled, How to Take Action Consistently by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Staying properly hydrated isn't just about drinking water, it's about absorption. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Liquid IV. When I'm traveling, I always pack Liquid IV packets in my carry-on. My favorite is their strawberry flavor, but their new raspberry lemonade is amazing too. Just pour into 16 ounces of water and enjoy delicious hydration on the go. One stick provides 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks, plus 8 essential vitamins and nutrients. It's always non-GMO, vegan, and gluten-free. Break the mold and own your ritual. Just one stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. When hydrating, combining allulose and amino acids leads to more efficient absorption, helping your body retain essential electrolytes longer. Give yourself the power of extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code OLD at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code OLD at liquidiv.com. Remember those childhood dreams? As we grow, our aspirations evolve. Instead of fantasizing about space travel, perhaps you're now dreaming of launching your own business around your passion for minimalism or sustainable living. But doubt creeps in. Do I have the skills? Can I build a website? How will I find customers? Enter Shopify, the commerce platform empowering millions of businesses worldwide and handling 10% of all U.S. e-commerce, from household names to fresh startups. Worried about design? Well, Shopify offers beautiful templates that align with your brand's aesthetic. Need assistance? Their AI tools help with everything from enhancing product images to crafting descriptions that resonate with conscious consumers. Concerned about reaching your audience? Shopify simplifies customer connection through streamlined email and social campaigns. And if you get stuck, their award-winning support team is available 24/7. Turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/old. Go to shopify.com/OLD. Shopify.com/old. Thank you to Steve. While I haven't tried this exercise yet, I think there's some truth to that. When we really focus on something with intensity, it does create this kind of momentum that can be hard to resist. And what's nice is that the technique is really simple. Just sitting quietly for 5 to 10 minutes, really visualizing your goal in detail, and then riding that wave of energy into action. No complicated systems or productivity hacks, just tapping into our own energy. And I think that's how I started this podcast. It was a lot of thinking, a deep dive into what goes into podcasting, really thinking about the idea. Then it went to getting permission from authors, and when it was time to record, I was good to go. So much thought energy was already invested. I don't think I could have sat still much longer. I also think it's a great suggestion to keep asking, what can I do right now to make this goal a reality? Right now being key. It breaks it down into baby steps so we can get started. So if you're feeling stuck on something right now, maybe try this technique. Take a few minutes, really visualize what you want, build up that energy, and then ride that wave into some small action. Now, let me know how it goes. For now, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.